Welcome back to Innocents of the Omniverse for episode 12 of season 2 of Gravity Falls. Last episode, we had a bombshell reveal that Stan, this whole thing with the machine and everything that's been going on was to open this portal to get his brother back from wherever it led to. He has a twin brother himself, and he was lost on the other side. And he had been... the implications that I got throughout the end of this was that he had been, pretending to be that brother the entire time. So I got a lot of questions about all of this. You guys obviously shared some experiences with the foreshadowing up until this to kind of this is kind of like you can kind of see the road being paved. If you go back and check out a lot of the things, pay attention to a couple things here and there, actually kind of set that up. Even going so far as to say that a lot of people, when they were watching this first time, when everybody had that week to week or whatever the release schedule was, the time between seasons to speculate, a lot of people already kind of figured it out going into this season, which is mind blowing, man. That's so it's just cool. I think that's awesome. But yeah, I just want to know where he was, what he's been up to, what's the end goal. Is he a good Stan? Is there a bad Stan, a good Stan, evil Stan, bad Stan, whatever? What was the dynamic? What was the point? What? Because we don't know, because this thing was potentially going to rip apart reality. And so far we seem okay. And then there's still the Bill stuff, which is just still off in the background somewhere. And I just wonder how everything's going to eventually tie back in on itself. But anyway, let's just get ready to jump in this episode. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you get to see this without any of the editing, any of the stuff that we have to do to get this up on YouTube. And we also get early access as well. You can submit your own comments, questions, and fun facts as well at the end of these videos for me to read. It's just a great way to support the channel and help us do things we do here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. At least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 12, A Tale of Two Stans. Here we go. Actually, this episode looks like it might be longer than your usual episode too.
I can keep up. Whoa, a mysterious boarded up key.
Yo.
Ladies first. Oh, good thing you've got your smarts, Poindexter. I've got the other thing. Punching. Cool.
So which one's which? Presume Poindexter is the author, the one that got lost.
Don't forget to leave our names so they know who owns the place.
Oh my God, it is Stanley and Stanford. Your parents are evil. They can't just both be called Stan though, right? Right, okay, somebody did let slip that I think the other one goes by Ford or Ferd. Which means the other one could have just gone by Lee then, if we're going off the... Oh, yo, new photos. Dude, let's go. Let's go.
Finally, after all these long years of waiting, you're actually here. Brother!
Oh, what the fuck?
This was an insanely risky move, restarting the portal. Didn't you read my warnings?
Is it J.K. Simmons? Oh, he didn't want to be saved. He was like, it wasn't worth the risk.
Thank you? You really think I'm gonna thank you after
Interesting
what
that
you
being
did
twins,
30
they have
years ago?
completely different
What
voices.
I did? Why, you ungrateful!
Oh! Yo! Looks like he can hold his own now.
Mabel here. Quick question. What the heck is going
Yeah.
on here?
Asking the
Stan,
real
you didn't tell me there were
questions.
children down here, and some sort of large, hairless gopher?
Hey, I called him a naked mole rat before.
I have a niece and nephew?
Aww.
Do kids still say greetings? I haven't been in this dimension for a really long time.
Whoa, a six-fingered handshake.
On both hands.
I like this kid. She's weird.
I can't believe it. You're the author of the journals.
You've read my journals?
Aww.
I've lived them. I've been waiting for so long to meet you. I don't know what to say. I have so many questions.
It's interesting that he's got 6 fingers when Dipper here has the typical cartoon 4. I don't know why I did every finger on my hand when I said that. And yes, I'm including the thumb. Fuck you. I will die on that hill.
Tell me, Stan, are there any security breaches? Does anyone
Hey,
else
he calls
know
him
about this
Stan.
port?
No, just us.
Well,
Also,
McGucket.
maybe the entire U.S. government.
And that. Forgot about that. Well, they don't know about the portal. They know something's going on here.
We just need to lay low and think of a plan.
Well, it looks like we're stuck down here for a while. Who wants to tell us their entire mysterious backstory?
Yes.
Stanley?
But your name is Stanford.
Wait, you took my name? What have you been doing all these years?
Oh, yes.
You owe us some answers.
I'm hoping all this aligns exactly with my fanfic, Stan. If not, I will be very disappointed.
Oh, Soos being the fandom
Lifetime
or
ago.
a subsect of them.
1960-something.
Glass Shard Beach, home of. Oh my God, that.
Dad was a strict
Oh,
man.
yo.
Tough as a cinder block and not easily impressed.
I'm not impressed.
Mom was a pathological liar, which served her well as a
Oh.
phone psychic.
And somehow they blended together to be perfect for these two.
As if his abnormally high IQ wasn't enough, he also had a rare birth defect. 6 fingers on each hand, which might have explained his obsession with sci-fi
Yo.
mystery weirdness.
It's like he was Dipper, and and Stan Lee was Mabel.
A shipwrecked sailboat, possibly haunted by pirate ghosts. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I once saw a dead rat floating in a bucket. You know what this thing's missing? Flags. Kings of New Jersey!
Aw.
Kings of New Jersey!
Oh God, they are scorched.
I
So they're from New Jersey.
The Stana War.
Nice.
Listen, dorks, and listen good. You're a six-fingered freak, and you're just a dumber, sweatier version of him. And you're lucky you have each other because neither of you will ever make any friends.
Oof.
Don't let those idiots get to you. But I am a freak. I just wonder if there's anywhere in the world where weirdos like me fit in.
Oh, is that what led him towards making the gate? Find somewhere where maybe he was normal?
We'll hunt for treasure, get all the girls, and be an unstoppable team of adventurers. You really mean it? High 6? High 6.
Aww. I would have done like the addition, like high.
About us not making many friends. But when push
11.
comes to shove, you only really need one.
Oof. Aww.
Ford's brains seem to get more impressive every year, and so did our pet project. Sure, I got in more than my fair share of trouble, but when your brother's the smartest kid in school, you've always got a leg up on the competition.
Yo. Aww.
Future was looking bright for both of us. Until one day.
Pines twins to the principal's office. Pines twins to the principal's office.
Not you, him.
Oh. Can't ride his coattails everywhere.
Very frankly is the only way I speak.
You have 2 sons. One of them is incredibly gifted. The other one is standing outside this room and his name's Stanley. Your son Stanford is a genius. You ever heard of West Coast Tech? Best college in the country. Their graduates turn science fiction into science fact. Your son may be a future millionaire, Mr. Pines.
I'm impressed.
Oh. Oh.
That clown?
That's
At this
gotta-
rate, he'll be lucky to graduate high school. Look, there's a saltwater
That's
taffy
gotta
store on the dock.
hurt. His dad's never impressed, but his brother is impressive. He's got a future. He's got a bright spot. He's got this gift. He's got this everything, and he's just like, oh God, that's gotta suck. I think more than anything, he's probably just worried about losing his brother.
Look, Stan, I can't pass up a chance like this. This school has cutting-edge programs in multidimensional paradigm theory.
Beep boop, I am a nerd robot.
Oh my God.
If the college board isn't impressed with my experiment tomorrow, then okay, I'll do the treasure hunting thing.
And if they are?
Well, then I guess you better come visit me on the other side of the country.
No.
Without Ford, I was just half of a dynamic duo. I couldn't make it out there without him. And now, thanks to that dumb college, I was gonna lose my brother
Oh,
forever.
please don't sabotage him.
This is all your fault, you dumb machine! Oh no, oh no, no, what did I do?
Fuck.
There, all right. Good as new, probably.
Oh no. God, this sucks.
What would you say if I told you the future of technology was beneath this sheet?
I'd say we wasted a car trip.
But it was stable yesterday. A fuse must have blown or something.
Kid, a perpetual motion machine has one job, to not stop. I don't think you're West Coast tech material.
That sucks. Oh, and he knew immediately.
Can you explain what this was doing next to my broken project? You did this. You did this because you couldn't handle me going to college on my own.
Look, it was a mistake. Although, if you think about it, maybe there's a silver lining. Huh? Treasure hunting?
Why would I want to do anything with the person who sabotaged my entire future?
You did what, you knucklehead?
Oh, no.
You ignoramus. Your brother was going to be our ticket out of this dump. All you ever do is lie and cheat and ride on your brother's coattail.
Ooh, that's what I said.
And until you make us a fortune, you're not welcome in this household.
What?
Oh. Is that why he starts getting so obsessed with money?
Fine. I can make it on my own. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I'll make millions, and you'll rue the day you turn your back on me.
There it is, and that's how it begins.
This story's so sad. I know what you two little broken teacups need. To hug it out.
Not
hug
yet.
It out.
Not yet. I appreciate the effort.
Unfortunately, the treasure hunting business was slow going. Apparently gold is some kind of rare metal. Hi there, I'm Stan Pines of Stanco Enterprises. Are you sick of this always happening to you? Then you need the chamois of the future. That's the sham total. It's a total sham.
It's a total sham. That's fantastic.
Really, the cheap dye I used to color them only made stains worse. Customers weren't crazy about it. Luckily, they were chasing me with Stanco brand pitchforks.
That paid off.
Quick name change. Steve Pinington was ready to take on Pennsylvania. Hi.
All the different names.
The ripoff. The ripoff won't give you rashes. I repeat, it won't give
These
you
names,
rashes.
dude.
It gave you rashes.
Yep.
I traveled the whole country looking for something that would be my big break.
So that explains all the fake IDs.
But wait, what about you? Did you end up going to your dream school? All right, I know backups more wasn't anyone's first choice.
Everyone is welcome here. Welcome, freshmen.
In a place like that, I had to work twice as hard. Luckily, that's what I do best. I went from undergrad to PhD 3 years ahead of schedule.
God damn.
And was awarded an enormous grant for my own scientific research.
Hell yeah, he still made it work.
My whole life I'd been teased for my 6 fingers. But that got me thinking about anomalies, things that were odd, unusual, statistically improbable.
Hey, it's the cow.
There was one place with a higher concentration of these things than anywhere else.
And that led him to Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls.
And that's where he was the researcher we saw. That was the Stan we saw when we were bouncing through time.
I was in great shape, living on my own, and the best part was, I didn't need help from nobody.
That's heartbreaking, man.
Hello, this is Stanford Pines. I was heading out on my own as well.
Nothing to see
I
here,
set to work
folks.
using my grant money to investigate the strange properties of this town.
Yeah, he's having it built. Whoa! What was that?
I knew I'd have to record my findings.
And there it is, the origin of the journals.
I began to keep a journal.
That
Sorry,
screech!
got excited there.
Got a little too excited. Yeah.
I began to keep a journal. Just going to ignore that.
Yeah, might as well.
The more I looked, the more I saw.
IMAX. It's the little shape-shifting guy. Oh, dude.
Fascinating. What did you say your name was?
Schmebialok Senior.
Aww.
Something nagged at me. Where did it all come from? It seemed to me the answer must lie outside of our world.
Oh, he had Schmebulok in a cage.
Realized the only way to understand
Schmebulok
Gravity Falls would
Senior.
be to build a gateway, a portal to the source of its weirdness.
So he thinks it comes from elsewhere?
I decided
just,
to
it's
call
not
up my
naturally.
old college buddy, Fiddleford
Oh.
McGucket, who was wasting his talent trying to make
Oh,
personal computers in some
yo.
garage in Palo Alto.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, he could have been Steve Jobs. That's so heartbreaking.
Many long nights were spent perfecting
Shit.
the machine. It would be the crowning achievement of my studies. An answer to the source of this town's anomaly.
Get out, get out, get out!
Yo, get him.
The time had come to test it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be crossing the line.
What?
Oh.
I got you, buddy.
Oh, maybe this is what made him decide to stop, whatever he saw on the other side.
What is it? Is it working? What did you see?
Oh, yeah, look at him. Whoa.
And gravity falls, and Earth becomes sky. Fear the beast with just one eye.
Oh!
This machine is dangerous. You'll bring about the end of the world with this. Destroy it
Yes,
before
there it
destroys
is.
us
He needs to
all.
unsee what he's seen.
I fear we've unleashed a grave danger on the world. One I'd just as soon forget. I quit.
One I'd just as soon forget. Oh.
What? Who said
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
that? Feared I was losing my sanity. I needed help. Someone I could trust.
Oh?
Just give me a few more days, Rico. I'll pay your goons back, I swear.
Oh, look at that. Please come, Ford.
You haven't seen your brother in over 10 years. It's okay. He's family. He won't bite.
You don't know.
Have you come to steal my eyes?
He might bite. Maybe a little bit.
Stanley, did anyone follow you?
Hello to you too, pal. Hey, what is this?
Sorry, I just had to make sure you weren't, it's nothing. Come in, come in.
Yo, it's all the stuff that's just laying out. The dinosaur skull, the dodo, all the other shit.
Don't know who I can trust anymore.
Easy there. Let's talk this through, okay?
I have something to show you, something you won't believe.
Look, I've been around the world, okay? Whatever it is, I'll understand.
I don't understand.
Nothing about this I understand.
I created it to unlock the mysteries of the universe, but it could just as easily be harnessed for terrible destruction. That's why I shut it down and hid my journal.
Oh, okay. So he hid them, not McGucket.
Remember our plans to sail around the world on a boat? Take this book, get on a boat, and sail as far away as you can.
Oh, wow.
That's it? You finally want to see me after 10 years, and it's to tell me to get as far away from you as possible? I've been to prison in 3 different countries. I once had to chew my way out of the trunk of a car. You think you've got problems?
How
I've
the
got a
fuck?
mullet, Stanford.
Yeah, I've got the real problems.
I'm selfish, Stanley? How can you say that after costing me my dream school? I'm giving you a chance to do the first worthwhile thing in your life and you won't even listen.
Oof.
Fine, I'll get rid of it right now.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to get rid of it, but he can't fathom it not existing, all the work.
Give it back.
That would solve everything if he just burned it.
Back, you're gonna have to try hard.
Oh, and it turned it on, and then he got
You left
lost,
me behind, you
which is
jerk.
why
It was
he
supposed to
felt
be us forever.
responsible
You
to go
ruined my
after
life.
him.
You ruined your own life.
He did it again. Oh, that's the thing. What does that even mean?
Some brother you turned out to be. You care more about your dumb mysteries than your family? Well, then you can have them.
Oh,
Stanley, help me.
Oh no, what do I do?
Stanley, do something. Stanley.
it's wild that he was able to throw the book with enough force to for it to not be pulled in with him. Oh, it's
Stanford,
his
come back.
glasses
I
that he's
didn't read
wearing
it.
too. And
I just got him back. I can't lose him again. Come on.
and he spent the next 30 years trying to get him back.
I didn't know if he was dead or alive in some distant galaxy, but I knew his journal must have the answer to getting him back. Somehow. I didn't get much sleep that night, or the night after that.
Oh, it's the room with the carpet.
Without the other 2 journals, it was hopeless. Finally, I ran out of food. I had no choice but to go into town.
Yo, the teenagers outside the dusk to dawn.
Just the bread then there, stranger?
Hey, that's no stranger. That must be the mysterious science guy that lives in the woods.
Oh, and that's how it starts.
I've heard strange stories about that old shack.
Yeah.
Yo.
Gosh, I'd
All
pay
the
anything to see
townsfolk.
what kind of shenanigans you get up to in there.
And then yes, and that's how it starts.
Yes, I do give tours. 10? No. $15 a person.
So, what did you say your name was, you man of mystery?
Oh, Stanford.
Oof.
Stanford Pines.
Oh.
Step right up, folks, to a world of enchantment or whatever. Behold, the nerdy science spot.
And that's why he doesn't know anything about anything in here.
Hi.
I can assure you that is in no way permanent.
Oh my
Last tour group, they never made it out alive. So I came up with a plan. I couldn't leave my brother's house until I figured out how to save him.
Yo. Oh.
And so the murder hut was born. Later renamed the Mystery Shack. For once being a liar and a cheat paid off. The old me was dead, and I faked a car crash to prove it.
Oh. Fun.
But by night,
I mean,
was down
not
in the
at
basement,
all.
trying to bring the real Stanford back.
That's heartbreaking, man. The fact that he had to, or felt the need to fake his own death so nobody would look into him anymore.
Uncle Stan, I'm so sorry I didn't believe you.
That's okay, kid. I probably wouldn't have believed me either.
I heard talking. It was coming.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
What do we do?
Oh, man. I was so spellbound by your dramatic tale, I forgot all about those dudes.
Me too.
That's it. I think I know a way we might be able to defeat those agents.
Yo, we have it still?
Of course. I don't know
Let's
how you got a hold of one of these, but this is perfect.
One of these?
If I can just amplify the signal to a radio headset frequency.
He can mind zap everybody.
Sir, it looks like there's a hidden door behind the vending machine. Get me Washington on line 1. I've been practicing making sounds of excitement for this very occasion. Hey, do you hear that?
Because you can't actually feel it. Yo. Dude, let's go.
What? Where am I? Why am I standing in some sort of goofy, fun knick-knack house?
Stand down, gentlemen. I've been sent with the latest intel from Washington.
Nice.
The power surges in Gravity Falls were actually due to...
What hath science wrought?
Luckily, I'm here to take this mess off your hands. But I'll need all of your floppy disks and 8 tracks, right?
Everything
no, not
about
anymore.
This case is contained on this drive.
There you go.
Well, what are you waiting for? A kiss on the cheek? Get out of here before I have your butts court-martialed.
Yes, sir.
Well, there we go. That's done. I wonder if that's the last we see of them. Oh.
Great Uncle Stanford, that
Let's
was
go.
amazing!
Let's not go crazy. It was serviceable.
Thank you, kids. But please, call me Ford.
So, would you mind if I ask you a couple
Built
billion
Ford
questions about
tough.
Gravity Falls?
It's been a long day, and me and my brother have a lot to talk about. So why don't you hit the hay, huh?
I've been waiting so long to ask questions about...
I said hit the hay.
We gotta save it for other episodes.
I'll just let myself out. Wendy, I've got something amazing to tell you. Clear the next 14 hours.
Yes.
Look at us. When did we become old men?
You look like Dad.
Don't say that.
Oh, this is sweet.
When the summer's over, you give me my house back, you give me my name back, and this Mystery Shack junk is over forever.
Oof. Why can't we just make it the family business? You can really combine your passions into something real.
Stay away from the kids. I don't want them in danger. Because as far as I'm concerned, they're the only family I have left.
Oof.
Did you hear what they said? I think Uncle Ford said they're gonna buy us puppies made of ice cream. Might be wishful thinking, though.
I wanted to meet the author, but...
Yeah, I liked the way things were here before.
When you didn't know what you were going to uncover.
I'm sure they'll work things out.
Dipper,
Hope so.
you don't think we'll turn out like Stan and Ford, do you?
What do you mean?
They used to be best friends, but then they got all stupid. Can you promise me you won't get stupid?
Not stupider than you, dum-dum.
No. I hope not. Oh god, she's actually gonna... Uh-oh.
So it turns out that the
'Cause she's
second
the-
Stan,
the
Stan
Stanley in this
we know
situation.
was actually Stanley, but the first Stan was Stanford, but we didn't know.
This is like explaining Kingdom Hearts to somebody that hasn't played it.
Soos, it's 3 in the morning.
Okay, I understand. Anyway, Act 2. Stan started going like the beach.
All right, that's my new favorite episode. And not even just because it's funny, just because it's just so goddamn good. That was so good. The backstory, the answers, just the story. It was heartbreaking, man. All over, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're twins, but they're not. Even if they might look the same, they wanted very, very different things. And I love how that reflects and also kind of digs into Dipper and Mabel. They're like, yeah, they're twins. A little more different than Stan and Stan, you know, but like they are that dynamic duo. They were in the womb together. They've spent every waking day together. You know, they are like their own little Batman and Robin, or Batman and Batman, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they're very, very different. But in a lot of ways, they do echo Ferd and Lee. It's funny that they still call him Stan and he goes by Ferd. I would have called him Lee, Ford and Lee, just to differentiate. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Fuck it. But you know, like Lee didn't gravitate towards anything of the sort. You know, he was kind of like the everyman. He didn't have the smarts. He had the kind of the streets. He wanted the adventure. He wanted the thrill. He wanted the ladies, you know, but then you had Ford, who was like extremely intelligent, curious about the world, brilliant. And that brilliance was going to separate them. And it wasn't intentional what Ford did, but obviously it could be perceived as such. And he didn't feel good about it after the fact, like especially learning that, like how the family thinks about him being the ticket, him being the disappointment. And then just like him being pulled away, because that's like the only, I mean, he only got through school because of him. He only got through everything else because of him, and like all these other things. And it's just like he's losing his anchor to the world. And then he got set adrift whenever they had the falling out. Ford managed to pursue his dreams despite that drawback, because that's how smart he was, and just ended up investigating the world. Like, notice how like there are still like strange things that happen all over the world, all over the country, but they just all happen more en masse per capita statistically around Gravity Falls, around Oregon specifically. And you know, he's like, okay, why here? And that's when he built the shack, started off as his lab, and was just like, what's going on here? Eventually building that machine with McGucket, who could have been Steve Jobs had he not been dragged away to do all of this, to eventually see what he saw and fear what he feared, so much so that he needed to erase his mind and become who we know him as today, this like trash yard scavenging lunatic. God, it just doesn't stop. It just gets more and more heartbreaking for the guy. But then because of this little tussle, because of what he discovered and like learning the repercussions of it, I love this though, because it's also, I feel like I could see Dipper doing this as well. He knew and accepted and acknowledged how dangerous this gate was, how dangerous his research was, but he couldn't stomach destroying it. He wanted Stan, and that's the whole thing. After years of not talking to each other, he called him out here for a favor. Not to see him, not because he wanted to catch up, none of that, but to have him do something for him. And then it led to that tussle, which led them to accidentally turn on the gate, him getting lost, and then Lee feeling guilty about it and, you know, doing everything that led us to where we are today to try to get him back. The fact that he got as far as he did with all of that, I want to know also the relevancy of like the burn, that symbol that was burned into Stan's shoulder, like what that actually is, because I don't think that's ever been explained or touched upon yet. Or why, when that thing was going on, that thing of all things was hot enough, just the symbol, to burn it into his skin. But also that Fiddleford, when he went through the gate, like got this premonition of Bill, this description of Bill. So Bill, like, as I would have presumed up until this point, was going to be the end all be all. And I guess on the other side of that, whatever realm he had been spending this time in is this very same one, like I kind of predicted. Maybe, again, we don't have confirmation, but might actually be where Bill is from, his home domain of some sort. I don't know. I'm very curious about all of that. So that's still on the horizon. But anyway, all that's to say is like he'd rather bury it, knowing that all the research he did is still out there, as no matter how dangerous it is. He coveted the research and the knowledge so much so he couldn't let it just die with him. You know, Stan had the right idea. If it was as dangerous, if he felt the way he felt about it so strongly, just burn it. But he didn't want that work, that effort, that knowledge to go completely lost, even though that knowledge could doom reality. You know, he wanted him to go bury it somewhere. And because of what he did, though, he still hung up on him. But because Stan also, because Ford also hid the other journals to keep them separated, and he was supposed to go do the same thing with this number one, he didn't know where the other ones were until Dipper found them. And then that kicked off this spiraling of events. God, it's so good. How so many things like loop back in, and seeing like Stan coming in here, and, you know, taking on the persona of him, making the Mystery Shack, seeing all the townsfolk at a different point in time 30 years ago, learning he's the reason Lazy Susan's got the lazy eye, because he didn't know what he was messing with when he was showing them the first ever tour of the Mystery Shack. And then we got rid of the agents. God, fucking great episode. I can't think of anything else to add to this just yet without just rambling on forever. Let's go to the cryptograms and see what we got over here. This makes me wonder, when they're talking about the Stan is not what he seems, are they talking about, because it's Stan, which one are they talking about? Is it Ford or Lee? It's got to be Lee. I mean, technically it does apply to both, but it is like, yeah, anyway. All right, where are we at? Here it is. Tale of Two Stans. Back up S'more University. You tried. Fair enough. And we got a combined one. A stubborn, tough New Jersey native. Philbrick wasn't too creative. Having twins was not his plan, so he shrugged and named both Stan. Oh, this is about his dad. So their dad's name was Philbrick. What a name. Yeah, he was like, oh, well, shit. Can't come up with it, so Stan. And then the last one is Bill Cipher Triangle. Damn. Ooh, fun. Oh, yeah, what about the backwards message? I assume that was backwards, but it was gibberish. It sounded like the weird stuff like Bill would say sometimes. Or if there's anything on this about it. Why was it called the Murder Hut originally, too? I forgot about that. Why was it the Murder Hut? Maybe he called it that. Maybe that was the locals' name for it, to keep them away from keeping people from prying into what he had been doing up there. Ford and Stan have a brother named Shermie. Right, okay. I didn't know if they had a sister or a brother. I can't remember how they were connected. Maybe that had been mentioned before or not, but I forgot about that. Yeah, nothing in here about that moment. Let me know if there's anything about that little gibberish moment. Anyway, let's head to Patreon, because I know we got a bunch for this week. All right, we're starting off with Machine Head. Stanford's voiced by J.K. Simmons, a really good and recognizable VA. Immediately recognized. What was your favorite part of the episode? Love this episode, but when it first came out, there was a 6-month gap between episodes 11 and 12. Woof. That's wild. We're in the last stretch of the season. Do you have any possible ideas as to what might happen next? An amazing reaction as always. So sad. We're going to end up seeing you finish the show soon. Yep. As far as favorite part of the episode, that's hard to say, man. It's just like this episode's so dense. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. My favorite part of the episode is the meta comment from Soos. I mean, there's so much of it. I think my favorite part of the episode is the entire backstory. Because I can't pick just one thing, but if I wanted to pick something else a little more specific, the Soos thing. Oh, I can't. This backstory that I've better line up with my fan fiction, or I'm going to be disappointed. I love how because fans are so predictable. They will headcanon, speculate, theorize so much to the point that when the truth comes out, if it doesn't line up with their version of events, they can get so worked up. You see it in every fandom, and I love that they preemptively added that into the episode. But as far as like what might happen next, I really don't know. Government seemingly pushed out of this whole all of this for right now. But Bill, again, is being teased as this thing that's been looming the entire time ever since he's been brought back into this world. So I don't know. I mean, it's like Bill. We gotta prep for Bill. Other than that, I don't really know how we get there, what's going to happen. I can't imagine they're going to shut down the shack by the end of it. I do think this is something the two brothers could do together. The real abnormalities of Gravity Falls, a research facility, and a tourist spot. It could be both. It's something they could do together. Even as much as that Ford wants Lee out by the end of it, has to have his home back. It is his home. Like, I get that, but still. Anyway, Tia Lily, I've been waiting for this episode ever since you started the first episode of the show. Fun fact, before the actual reveal at the end of the last episode, at the start of that episode, when Stan is going through the journals, he says, Can it Poindexter, which is Stan's nickname for Ford. So the reveal was given to us at the start of the episode before the actual official confirmation of Ford's existence. Also, that's wild. That's so cool. Also, when Dipper and Mabel were going through different times in the Time Traveler's Pig, they run into the past shack when it's snowing, and it shows Stan, quote unquote, peeking his head out of the door. But we now know that person that we saw in that episode was actually Ford. Ford was also seen in the background in Stan's memories. In Dreamscapers, during the boxing memory, he was reading a book and had his face covered so we wouldn't see that he was Stan's twin brother. Sorry for such a long message. No, don't apologize at all. This was, by all things considered, like compared to some people, it is a very short message. Calling you out, KDB. I don't know if you even watch these videos, but I know you're out there somewhere. Yeah, I love again, it's one of those things where if you go back with all this stuff in mind, it makes me really want to rewatch the show now. Lavender's Blue. If you haven't already, be sure to check the final cryptogram. It explains the names. Stanford seems very upset that Stanley opened the portal. What repercussions do you think might arise from Stan's decision to save Ford? I mean, Bill's already here. So maybe there's, I don't know. I mean, whatever's on the other side of that is untold. Maybe Bill's trying to get to what's on the other side of that portal. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Who's to say? I really don't know. But it's going to build towards the big climactic issue at the end of this, I think, though. Robert English. This episode subtly reveals how Grunkle Stan knew Gideon was not a psychic. Gideon always called him Stanford, but a real psychic would be able to read his mind and see his name is Stanley. Yes! Oh, that's so good! That's a very good point. Also, Grunkle Stan's license plate even said Stanley symbol. So it's right in front of our faces. True. All right, Stanley Mobile. Right. I think that was vaguely mentioned in one of the last comments last time. What was your favorite reveal of this episode? On my first watch, it was the revelation that Stan's tattoo is actually a burn. A forgotten mystery of Stan is from mini episode that was really a permanent reminder of his failure. True. Favorite reveal. Probably, again, just the McGucket thing. How he got brought in, what happened, how he found out, what scared him off. That's the first thing that's coming to mind now. And then again, just to add to the tragedy, what he was working on when Stanford called him to come out, completely derailing and ruining his life. Fuck, man. Sabrina Buscemi, do you think Stan taking his brother's identity since Ford disappeared into the portal for 30 years was a coping mechanism for him to hold on to the hope that he would get him back, or was it jealousy since they were kids? I think it might have been a little bit of both. Also, he couldn't pretend to be his brother with all of the probably arrest warrants for this various shenanigans across the country. So if it ever got out that he was here, I mean, they would know where he was. So like, it was both in part, I think, probably a way to hold on to his brother, to not let his brother's memory die so that he doesn't have to accept the guilt of that, so he can try to fix it, something he might be able to fix. I think it was a little bit of everything, but also I think part of it was also self-preservation as well. Kylie McRae, do you like Ford as a new addition to the Pines crew? What do you think of him? Obviously, I do. As far as like, he's very crass, he's very jaded, he's seen shit. He's kind of in a little bit of a, he's a jagged or maybe an ill-fitting puzzle piece that's kind of being jammed into the mix right now. And he's got all these answers, all these things, all these fears, though, about everything we've been dealing with up until this point. And he's very much so like, I don't know, automatically like, this is my house, get the fuck out. I need to get back to work. Like, it's just about the work again. And everything else is just kind of a hindrance in the middle of it. It seems to be right now. So it's almost, I don't know how much of a friend and or foe he's really going to end up being at the end of the day with our group, because obviously him and Lee haven't really kind of patched things up just yet. You know, he's like, hey, you're not doing anything that's going to endanger these kids, when he most certainly, I guarantee he will, especially to close this portal and shut it down for good, or whatever he's going to end up doing next. I don't know. But he's the key to everything in this show. But he's also the antithesis of everything in the show right now, which is really interesting all at the same time. And I don't know. He really complicates things, but it's a nice little fun addition. Now that we have the author in the house, is going to change things a lot too. I'm really curious about how that's going to shake things up. And then finally, we got Jackal Sniper. With the reveal of Ford, how do you expect the status quo of the show to change from here on out? I mean, that's kind of what I was just talking about. He does shake things up a lot in this. Not only is the fallout between him and Stanford, like, it's a potentiality of fear for Mabel and Dipper, which she lingered on into the night. As much as they were joking about it, that wiggled into her ear, because in their situation, I mean, she would be the Ford, or not the Ford, she would be the Lee in that situation. To be fair, I feel like she would leave a much more like normal life, while Dipper might not. You know, like, she makes friends, she has fun, she goes out, she has a life. Unlike Stanley, his life was still, even as older teenagers, was still tied to his brother. He didn't have an identity without him. Mabel can at least kind of function on her own without Dipper. So it's a little bit different. It could go very different ways with them, but I love how that kind of like, it's like this constant reminder of doubt of what may be in store for them in their futures, that they might have their own falling out at one day, or just never see each other, or whatever. You know, that inevitability of growing up and what might come with that. I think that's an interesting little shakeup, but also just that he again, he has all of these answers, but he's also not really like forthright with it all right now. So it's going to be a very interesting. I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to really. He's, like I said, I think the best comparison is he's like all the things we need, but he's not the right piece. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, we'll have to figure it out as we go. Right now, I don't have a better way to explain it. Fantastic episode. While the funniest episode might be Fight Fighters for me, I think this is my favorite episode just because it's just so much. It was just so good too. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? How did you feel when this was all revealed? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Whenever you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you can also submit your own comments, questions, fun facts if you want to do that as well. And early access. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chan Sun, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Amy Becca, and Ariette Coyote. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsors support the rescues that I take care of here. You guys have been a tremendous help with all that. And a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You guys make it possible to keep up with all this content. You get me help. You make it possible for me to get help with the editing, to get through the copyright claims, and just all that stuff. You guys really help out so much. You and the patrons, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. Especially you guys here on YouTube too. I want to give you guys a huge shout out as well, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here. We're doing this for you guys, and I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your little estranged brothers and all that kind of stuff. Check in on your loved ones. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.